How's it going, everyone? I just want to make this quick video, just give an update on the WRX. But before I get into the details, I want to give a shout out to all the people that commented on my last video and gave me some advice. I appreciate everyone's feedback, and it's really nice of y'all to take some time to help considering how small my channel is. I wasn't expecting much, but it truly shows how great the community can be. So again, thank you. But as for the WRX, after the last video, I took it to Kraken Motorsports, which they primarily work on Subarus and JDM cars, and they quickly confirmed that the AC compressor was failing. And you can tell due to the loud sound once it turned it on the AC. So I ended up deciding to get it fixed with them because I just want to get it done sooner rather than later. And they seem pretty trustworthy, so I decided to choose them. But unfortunately, getting a new AC compressor from the dealership and paying for labor was very expensive. Like the amount I spent, I could have gotten coilovers or maybe 2 mods. But on the bright side, the car is running good now and can finally turn on the AC. I will say at the time of recording this video though, it's only been 4 days, so I will keep you guys updated. I also asked them about the dam drop and fine knock clearing, and they said most likely it is the OTS tune and that it should be okay for now, but eventually I should get a pro tune. So I kind of feel better about that, but at the same time, my dam drop was ridiculously low at one point, so I'm not sure if there's still some underlying issue. Also want to add that before I got the AC compressor fixed, I was driving the car for about 2 weeks with no AC, and the dam did not drop any lower than 0.5, and it actually went up to 0.625. As for now, they have to take out the battery for the repair, so the ECU is still relearning everything, so we will see if it drops again. But also Acid Frogs 10 made an interesting point on the last video about me not having the air duct that leads to the top mount intercooler on my new carbon hood, and how that could play a role with my bad reading since it's not pushing air directly into the intercooler. And I think Acid Frogs 10 might be onto something, because if my memory serves me right, I think the first time I started getting bad readings was around the time I installed the first carbon hood before I had to replace it with a second one. So shout out to Acid Frogs 10 for noticing that. Looking back, I should have thought about that when choosing my hood, since I believe the VIS hood lets you easily transfer the OEM air duct while the Sabon does not, which is why I didn't in the install video. So I'll try to see if I can modify the Sabon one so I can have the air duct on it, but if it's too much or I might risk damaging the hood, I might end up not doing it. So hopefully it is not the main issue, even though it seems like the one that makes the most sense to me right now. Also, eventually I do want to get a front mount intercooler for this car, so hopefully that will cover this issue, and for the time being it won't be that huge of an issue if I run the hood without the air duct. But speaking of the carbon hood, I still cannot figure out the fitment issue that's causing it to scrape on my fender. Reaching out to Sabon wasn't very helpful either. They just kept saying to install and adjust it without the shocks, even though I told them that I tried that and it still doesn't work. Honestly, it just feels like they don't even read what you're saying sometimes, and if anyone's ever working with their customer service, I highly recommend following up with them if they don't respond, because they just might not say anything at all. I've had 2 experiences with them so far, and back to back, sometimes it just feels like they're trying to avoid replying to your emails. So honestly, I don't know what's going on with that, but I don't want to be the one to complain or anything, so I'm just gonna move on with it. The guy at Kraken Motorsports did say he always has issues with carbon fiber and that it is common. He also said sometimes the heat can cause the hood to warp or something like that and make it not fit properly, so not sure how accurate that is, but it's still a bummer. He also suggested that I can try to modify the holes to give myself more room to bring the hood forward a little bit, and I might consider doing that, but I don't want to potentially ruin the car for future hoods that might actually fit. But as it stands right now, I want to try to make this hood work, or at least accept it as is, because the hood does really make the car look really nice, and it does change the whole front end, so I do like it aesthetically at least. But as far as the hood as a whole, considering it's scraping on the fender and also it's not optimizing the airflow, so overall it has been an annoying and stressful mod. But I think I'm gonna rock with it for now, and in the future maybe I'll change it up a little bit. But anyways, that should cover all that I have for this update. I would like to say the car is good now and that we can move on, but it does feel very soon. I still have some unanswered questions. For example, I wonder if the AC compressor failing was what caused the car to shut off, or if whatever caused my car to shut off caused the AC compressor to fail. Definitely something I should think about, and according to ChatGPT, the second option is more likely, so I will keep you guys updated. But the guys at Kraken said I shouldn't stress about it if the car is running good now, and they even said not to worry about switching back to the stock tune and just eventually get a pro tune. Negative thoughts aside, while I will be monitoring these concerns closely, I don't want it to slow down my progress, so I do have some mods lined up for this car, which will be what the next couple of videos are. For the one I plan to record this weekend, it will actually be a new set of taillights, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. But after the ones I have already, the mod path for me is currently open for brainstorming, so let me know what you guys want to see, and thank you for watching today's video and listening to the update. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.